Alright everybody, so welcome back. Last session, you all found yourselves aboard the lightning train on the way from Eastern Karnath up into the mountains, approaching a manifest zone for Donvi, the plane of perfect order. You know your general instructions. You had to get above the manifest zone and then using your authorization crystals, leap at the exact right moment, and promised by all to be a safe and painless journey.
It'll be fine.
Yes, everything would be fine. However, when you met with your contact aboard the train, he discovered that his authorization crystals had been stolen from him. He had them when he got aboard the train, which led him to believe that they were stolen while he was here and must therefore still be on the train. A quick investigation led you all to a group of Emerald Claw agents who had not only boarded the train themselves, but had replaced all of the former guards aboard the train with their own agents. It's quickly devolved into a running battle from one end of the train to the other, and eventually in the cargo area, where you all were able to confront the leader, and, well, you actually took care of him relatively early, but you were able to get to the remaining people who had remained in the back of the train car waiting for the jump, and a fight ensued there. Unfortunately, you all were not able to prevent the Emerald Claw agents from leaping out of the train themselves. As they reached the manifest zone, you could see all the trees, the mountains beginning to run in perfect lines, perfectly ordered formations, structures and views that nature could not provide on itself. You had arrived at the manifest zone. A river opened up beneath you all as you crossed over a massively high bridge, and you threw yourselves out. How many authorization crystals did you have between you? Two crystals between the lot of you? Plenty. So, huddling together as closely as you could, hoping for the best, hoping that 2 crystals was enough, you threw yourselves out of the car as it crossed the rail bridge over the deep river chasm. Your companions falling beside you, you plummet down through the chill air, the wind tearing at your form as you fall faster and faster towards the water below. Just before you strike the perfect ripples, the world around you begins to slow, and then it freezes in place. And you feel yourselves being pulled in more directions than you thought possible from the 3 dimensions you inhabit. Up, down, side to side, all of these feelings began to flow through you at once. Sense of direction, sense of place gone completely. In a flash in your vision, a chill up your spine, and you find yourself hurtling again, but this time upwards, at a strange angle, your body a giant projectile toward the top of a single building of white stone, a perfect cube with a domed roof above you all, or below you all, it's hard to tell, but boom. So, hurtling towards a single building of white stone, perfect cube, domed top, very tall building, and it is surrounded by many others. In the middle of the roof, there is a large dome. At first glance, it seems circular, but you soon notice that it has 13 sides that meet in a high domed ceiling. Each of the 13 sides of this dome has an arched doorway. As you arc through the air, you can see endless fields beyond this strange city. On one side, perfectly tiled, with large ant-like creatures working the fields at even intervals. On the other side, the sprawling city lies as far as you can see, its symmetrical buildings lining perfectly straight streets. As you gain altitude, your flight slows, and at the apex of your halt, you find the white building rushing up to meet you. You see above you, as you are hurtling upwards at this strange angle, the Emerald Claw has already landed. And they rush into the building below.
How many of them are there?
Bastards.
There are 3.
3.
3 of them. 3 of them got out. All right, everybody.
2 runners and 1 dead man here in a minute.
At least one of them we get damaged.
I think, before they. Hey, did we like shoot one of them out?
I'm looking I was looking at the train car, and I saw 3 people exterior. They were not all dead.
One of them Yuji grabbed and took the crystal from and then dropped him. So if he made it through without a crystal, then yes.
Let's see.
Because I remember 2 jumping, and I stopped that last one with a good grapple roll.
I do remember that. Okay. Let's see if he had the presence of mind to dive towards his compatriots. Would somebody please roll a D100? We will give this man a 25% chance of survival. So on a 1 to 25, he survived. And you all would notice it. You all would see him hurtling towards his compatriots and reach one of them in time to share the crystal with them. So who would like to roll for this man's fate?
You chucked him out the window.
I kind of want this one.
1 to 25, he lives.
Sucker.
Okay. Flailing his arms around in the air, you saw him kind of fall off, and suddenly you all hurtled past him. He seemed frozen in time for a moment, but there are only 2 Emerald Claw agents making their way into the building. They head inside. You all slowly begin to slow your descent or ascent until you touch down on one of the buildings, the arched doorway ahead of you all. What do y'all do?
Can we get our bearings first, besides the ants and them running into the building? Is there anything like obvious to note, or is like I always picture like Inception, where like the floors can move and stuff like that? Is anything like that occurring?
Okay. The floor beneath you seems solid. Everything is very meticulously ordered, all very perfectly aligned. Nothing seems to be shifting or moving. Nobody is approaching you all up here to stop you.
We should likely make our way inside after them, but I think in a place such as this, we would draw attention to ourselves if we seem too hectic.
Tin just put his sword away.
So, yeah, Dimitri will totally, like, dust himself off and start making his way into the building that they just went into.
I think Yuji will go with Dimitri in like a steady pace. Obviously, we're chasing them, but trying to also not like run guns a-blazing through the building. Keeping my head about me, that's what I meant to say.
Did I just hear someone say they cast Fireball?
Good thing we can't do that.
What if they did that? Would that be fun?
Yeah, we've been through that game.
I love a little good fireball therapy. It does the soul good.
Well, okay. As you all calmly and collectively make your way inside, in pursuit of the disguised Emerald Claw agents, once you all get in, you see strange creatures bustling about. Simple automatons shaped like circles, cubes, and pyramids with arms and legs. They pay you no mind, intent on their own tasks. The 2 Emerald Claw agents are bolting towards the other side. There is a 13-sided metallic dais in the exact center of the room. Its surface appears to be the face of an unusual clock. 13 arms sweeping it at precise intervals. Each arm is a different length, and they're all moving at different speeds as if tracking different phenomena. In the center of the clock rests a transparent sphere about as wide as a human's handspan. Inside the sphere, you see shiny, metallic balls of varying size rolling around, some slowing down, others speeding up. The balls follow malleable metallic tracks, which shift and change position quickly, almost reminding you of a pianist's fingers moving up and down the scales of a piano. You all would recognize that from your drawing as the quintessence engine. The lead man charging forward has paused halfway across the room. The other man waiting. The other man sees the dais and the quintessence engine and rushes towards it, climbing over the arms of the clock and attempts to pry out the quintessence engine of its protective casing.
Go
ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
you can go.
I was going to say, I'm looking for signs that say things like "don't touch," any sort of instructions on what one's supposed to do in order to be able to get to that, because I'm imagining there are rules governing this.
You make a perception check. Or a quick investigation check. Sorry, I just popped out my chat bar. I gotta refresh real quick. Stand by. 14. Okay. Nobody seems to notice, and there's certainly no posted signage hanging out anywhere.
Can I draw my hand crossbow and try and shoot in a means to trip him up to cause him to not be able to reach it? Is that possible?
I would say that in the time it would take you to draw your crossbow, you see that the man up there bends one of the clock arms, trying to get to the quintessence engine. At that moment, several of the strange constructs, these ones, their bodies comprised of 2 blocks stacked on top of each other, immediately stop all of their action, turn and swarm the dais. Some immediately begin to remove the damaged arm, and bringing a new one into its place, and others attempt to escort the Emerald Claw agent away. As the constructs approach him, the agent begins indiscriminately attacking those closest to him, swinging his flail around left and right. Before the first blow even lands, a pillar of light shoots down from the ceiling and paralyzes him. And in a flash of white light, he is gone. You all see smoke begin to wisp away, and there's a black mark on the floor.
Oh, wow.
A couple other of these strange constructs approach with a broom and dustpan and sweep up his remains and remove him. A multi-layered automated voice resonates through the chamber, speaking an unusual foreign tongue that you nonetheless understand perfectly. Object designated for reconstruction. Replacement is present and being installed immediately. Once the imperfect arm and floor panel, the imperfect arm of the quintessence engine, and the floor panel that now bears the tiniest of little black smudges where the man once stood, are replaced, the unusual clock continues its movement, powered by the quintessence engine. The remaining Emerald Claw agent kind of looks back towards you and shuffles off to the side and crosses his arms like he's thinking.
Yuji will call out to him. It might be better if you come over by us. I don't feel like you should repeat what your friend just did.
Dimitri grins ear to ear at Yuji right now.
Yeah, you're lucky as can be. I swear to God, you're bad influence.
Yuji, the Emerald Claw agent returns your gesture of cooperation with a very rude gesture and walks away to be somewhere unseen.
Can I try and crossbow bolt his unseemly gestured hand?
You can certainly try.
I would suggest
what do you want
not.
me to roll?
I will put my hand up to stop him from doing that very bad decision.
You see Yuji just throw his head back. Oh, dear God, Dimitri.
I gesture at the recently cleaned up black powder.
Would Kay know the significance of 13 hands on a clock? I think I do. Because I think I do.
Go ahead. Well, are you proficient in religion or history?
No, Arcana.
I would say that would do it.
Because I'm assuming the 13 hands are the 13 planes.
It is an astute observation, and your simple proficiency in Arcana for both of you would would you be able to determine that?
And I identify, and I will approach closer if necessary. Can I identify Dalcor?
As you
clock?
begin to approach, a cube-shaped construct with wings approaches you. It stands in your path.
Stop.
And it says in that same strange language that was spoken in before, that you all somehow understand, without realizing how. It says to you, "It is regrettable that he was unwilling to keep the peace. He would not have been punished for damaging the equipment. We Modrons only approach to replace it, as is our purpose. We understand that imperfections will occur. He would have been forgiven. However, he resorted to wanton violence and rage. Such imperfections must be purged from this plane." What brings you all to Don V?
My bad.
Very good.
UG hearing the infection things. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand back.
Wanton violence is a no-go. Damn.
Slowly quiver my crossbow or whatever holster. Sorry, Carl. Go ahead.
I would reply, "We seek understanding of the quintessent engine."
It says that you are by all means free to examine, investigate. He'd be happy to answer any questions for you.
And I say, I think that person who resorted to violence may have been attempting to steal that quintessent engine. What would have happened if he'd done that without resorting to violence?
He says he would say to you that they cannot allow things to be removed without the proper channels being observed. If he had attempted to remove the object himself, he would have been stopped.
Oh,
Without the proper channels being observed. So there are proper channels?
He says all of this in a very matter-of-fact tone. He says, well, if the device were to be damaged in any way, any individual who wished to recycle it for proper use would simply need to fill out the requisite forms, and it would be allowed to them.
How would it become damaged?
Where does one get said forms?
He would say that there are places in this building where one could get them. However, they cannot be drawn up until the item has been damaged and scheduled for sending to the deconstruction zone. It says that the engine is currently fulfilling its purpose in the perfect order of things. Unless it were removed from service due to imperfection, like all objects here, it will remain forever. You are free to go admire it, but please do not contaminate it. However, or it too will be forced to be replaced, and you will be asked to leave the dais to avoid further imperfection.
asked to leave in a similar fashion to... I gesture at the former black smudge.
Right, so if you gesture towards that spot, you would notice that there is now a perfectly brand new tile in its place. The entire tile was picked up and removed and taken away. But he would say, oh dear, no. We would simply ask you to not stand near the dais anymore. And if you were, you would be detained and removed from the dais. But unless you act with violence, violence will not be used against you.
I often find that that's the best way in life.
Yuji with a giant eye roll. What sort of examples would cause it to be infected? It seems like this place is pretty well upkept.
He says he can't imagine a single thing that could do that intentionally.
Yeah.
It's beyond his ability to comprehend such things.
I'm certain that there are objects that unfortunately find themselves no longer meeting their intended purposes throughout the area here. I am a novice artificer. I dabble in the creation and the repairing of items to ensure that they function in the way that they were intended to do so. I have a great admiration for what you do here. I would love to see from start to finish how one identifies an object that is no longer meeting its intended purpose, as well as the reclamation of it and potentially the repairing of it once the object was replaced with something that can continue to function as intended.
So he says that one needs only wait, and eventually all things will expire of their own natural course. He says the last quintessence engine lasted for approximately 1,230 years.
Would we happen to be on that magical year with the current quintessent engine?
He says very close indeed. It is only 242 years away from being imperfect.
Is there like a supply closet, or you got a box of these lying around anywhere?
He would say that no, imperfect items are recycled. No item that is removed remains in its current state for longer than a few days before it is deconstructed at the deconstruction zone and then recycled. The last quintessence engine was recycled more than 1,200 years ago.
But like no box of like new ones lying around, right?
No, they would create a new one as it was necessary.
Dang.
So we are not from this place, as I'm sure you can tell. And we're not quite sure how we go about returning to Eberron.
I know.
Well, they would say that returning is as simple as arriving.
Falling upwards. Got it. Okay.
Basically.
I'm getting all sorts of answers here today.
I'm assuming that a place such as this must be well known for their documentation.
Indeed.
Could I peruse the archives around the last time a quintessence engine went faulty?
It nods and says, of course.
Excellent. Where would your archives be?
It gestures you over towards an alcove and says that it would be happy to retrieve the documentation for you. It should take about 20 minutes or so.
Excellent. So I will position myself over there.
I go about, once again, attempting to identify which arm of the clock represents Dalcor.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check. $17. Okay. Stand by.
And am I allowed to approach closer at this point?
Yes.
Okay. I would also be looking to see how the quintessent engine is mounted and stuff like that.
Okay.
All of the clock arms are like a white hue, right? Like they don't each individually look like the Manifesto ones. Like the fire one's not painted red or anything, right?
Correct.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
It's hard. Can I go like peer around the corner and see what happened to my good friend, the Emerald Claw guy?
Yeah. Okay. So with your 17K, you are able to determine that which one of these 12 arms does signify Dalcor, and you are able to see that it is not moving like the others are. Make a perception check.
Kind of what I was expecting.
Okay. With a 15, as you're about to kind of turn your view from it and walk away from it after seeing what you had expected, it does seem like it moved imperceptibly, like just the tiniest bit, like a millimeter of motion may have happened. But looking at it now, it's impossible to tell if it did or not.
Okay.
Okay. So, Yuji, you're going around to check out what the last Emerald Claw guy's up to?
Yeah, I just want to kind of keep tabs on him for a little bit.
Okay. He's talking to a Modron himself.
Is he winning or losing that conversation?
He seems to be doing just about as well as you guys were doing. The Modron is talking to him calmly and collectively. He has his weapons put away. His hands are very politely clasped in front of him. It seems like he gets the idea.
Is their glamour still up, or is that all gone?
It is still up. He is still wearing Deneath armor.
Is he relatively close? Or is it like a far distance away?
It's maybe about 30 feet from you. He walked around to the other side of the engine.
Does he notice me?
Let's see. He does not.
I want to approach him in a friendly manner. And then as we get closer, I want to slap one half of the manacles on him and one half on my arm. Lord knows what kind of roll you want. I'm pretty sure I'm not.
So I need a stealth check first.
Yep. There's your answer.
So,
I will say I wasn't trying to sneak up there. It was more like a buddy, friend, person.
right, I doubt he would have
that's
just stood there while you approached him like that. But as you approach him, regardless of the manner in which you approach him, he does notice you and you see his brow kind of furrow in concern. He does take a step away from you.
Trying to think of how to acknowledge this guy with being polite and neutral. Damn it, Dimitri. Oh my god.
Hi.
Yeah, I guess that works. Yeah. My friend, please, why don't you stay with us so we all don't get blasted like little toast in the light?
He looks down towards. Well, let me check something real quick. Okay, so he looks down at his Modron companion and says, "Excuse me, sir, but these individuals wish me harm. Is there any assurance of my protection that I can have while in your plane?" And the Modron turns towards you, Yuji, and says, "Do you wish harm upon this individual?"
Yuji clearly getting tired of this guy, starts swinging the manacles around on his finger. Nope. He just needs to come with me.
The Modron turns back towards him and says, "Rest assured, any aggressive intention of any kind will be met with detention."
Dang it.
The Emerald Claw guy then turns back to the Modron and says, "Then I would like to be very clear. I am not friends with these individuals, nor do I wish to accompany them anywhere. If you see me in their company, you can assume that I am being detained against my will." He then looks towards you, Yuji, and smiles at you.
We'll do the 2 fingers to the eyes, 2 fingers at him, smile, and then walk back to the group. Can't hide here forever. I'll see you soon.
Make a perception check, Yuji. Okay, he smiles back at you.
course he does.
Of course he does. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Swear to God, I should have saved a spell slot. I have so many choices.
All right, gonna calmly wait for the Modron to return.
Is there... I'm trying to picture the housing for the quintessent engine. So the quintessent engine is like the center of the clock, right?
Right.
And the arms rotate around it, but are they connected to it?
They are not.
So how big is the quintessent engine?
It can fit in the palm of your hand.
Okay. And how high off the floor is the quintessent engine?
It's at the center of the device, so about 6 feet in the air.
And how big is it again?
The quintessence engine itself could fit in the palm of your hand.
Excellent.
The thing that it's inside of is considerably larger.
No. Roughly 6 feet in 6 feet radius, so 12-foot diameter.
That sounds about right.
What does it appear to be made out of?
Various types of metal.
Obviously, the arms can be bent. But it also doesn't sound like you get in trouble for bending them. They'll just make you move away while they fix it.
Unless it no longer is able to meet its intended function.
In which case, they'll replace it.
Right. And assuming someone fills out the appropriate paperwork, put the old one into their shiny little hands in order for it to be recycled appropriately. But we cannot fill the paperwork out for that until it finds itself into a position of no longer functioning.
Here's the other question. If it's no longer capable of fulfilling its intended purpose, is it sufficient for what our patron needs? Or do we need the replacement?
Didn't ever actually specify if we needed a working one, but I mean, I guess by an eyeball look at it, it's not like it's a super complicated piece of machinery, right?
On the contrary, it looks extraordinarily complex.
I would imagine that it is ultra complex.
Well, my 8 intelligence tells me it looks just fine.
No, then I think a box of matches is ultra complex to use, so...
Why does everybody think that 8 intelligence is, stupid?
It's just average.
Well,
It's
I
below
see.
average. 10's commoner.
I guess it's because people have a tendency to play them that way.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just leaning into, Yuji didn't ever go to school to learn things. He went to school to kick ass, and here we are.
So at this point, the Modron would return with a small box of papers and parchments. Would say this is all information on the last recycling and deconstruction of the previous quintessence engine.
Thank you. Most helpful.
He asks if there's anything else he can help you with.
Is there a place that I could sit to read over this paperwork?
He nods and places one of his hands on a wall panel next to him, and a section of the wall next to you kind of slides out, making a nice little bench.
Thank you. And I'm gonna start perusing it. I'm looking for things like what were the signs that they noticed that indicated it wasn't functioning appropriately, and Was it given off to anyone else? Does it mention? We did not pass this along to anyone else because they did not fill out form number 782.347, blah, 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 blah,
Right,
blah,
right,
blah,
right.
blah.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Got this.
While he's reading
Very
through all
nice.
that, I'm gonna be meditating.
Okay. Okay. So, going through it all, you can see that the last one was disrupted during what is recorded as an earthquake, although that does seem a bit odd. Something shook the place and dislodged it. The housing was cracked. Its glass housing that was inside of was cracked. The device itself was otherwise undamaged, but of course, the housing being cracked was enough for it to be taken and sent to the deconstruction zone, where it waited for several days before being recycled. The fact that it waited there for several days is also of note, as the Modron did mention to you that it usually only takes a day or two for them to be done. So, strange things were happening in Dawn V the last time it was taken out, but what else is it that you're trying to figure out?
So obviously there was no one that mentioned, or there's no reference to appropriate paperwork having been filled out.
Correct. It was not requisitioned last time it was taken out.
Is the little ball thing just kind of floating there? Is it latched down?
So,
Is it held in place?
it rests at the center of the clock apparatus. Yeah, it seems to just be floating there.
Yeah, I want to focus in on the damage and such. Like, I assume that there may be like a schematic of what it looked like after showing that it was damaged.
There certainly is. The glass sphere that it rests inside of has a hairline fracture leading from one end of the sphere about maybe a third of the way around it.
And
Dimitri, can you cast Shatter?
I can. I was trying to get an idea of when it said the place shook. Is it the all of this, for lack of a better term, all of Dawn V, or just documentation that the only thing that shook was the quintessence engine?
So that information does take a little bit longer for you to find. You have to dig through some old paperwork, and you have to find some different forms in there that are kind of leading away from your main one. But with the 24, you do manage to find it. It was centralized to this building.
I got Thunder Smite. Why don't we just hit the base?
Because that requires you to make an attack with a weapon.
Great question.
Waving your hands around in the air and talking is generally just looks crazy.
I'm certain that they're potentially acclimated to people casting spells relatively frequently.
Rules question: is a melee weapon? Would my hands be considered a melee weapon or no?
No.
Dang. Rules. They get me every
Rules.
time.
Them rules, always causing problems.
I mean, what happens if one of us just accidentally trips and goes over and knocks it over?
I think that's the whole point of the sphere surrounding it.
I mean, some
Would
fall
probably-
better than others, right? I mean, but if we just crack the sphere, they still change out the ball, right?
But they are doing it when the glass sphere, the 6-foot diameter glass sphere, is what was cracked before.
Yes. No. Yeah, the sphere that it sits inside. So it's the one that can fit into your hand.
Gotcha.
By the way, Crawford disagrees with that ruling, if it matters.
That hand is a melee weapon?
Unarmed strikes are melee weapon attacks.
Interesting.
Dope.
Okay.
I don't have it prepared, so you gotta wait 8 hours for it. Out.
However, it says, and they don't work with Divine Smite, which requires a weapon.
Yeah, it's dumb.
It's very strange. Yeah.
I really
But
want
they
to throw
are
that
melee
Emerald Claw
weapon
guy at
attacks.
it, but that's
Yeah.
not a good choice.
Tinge just pipes up and goes, I weigh a lot. I could fall over and break something.
That could be.
At this point,
Well,
go ahead.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I think the worst thing they would do is ask you to get away from the dais.
Yuji walks over and gets pretty close to the large glass sphere, looking at the dais. Like right next to it.
What are you doing?
Making terrible decisions. That's what I'm doing.
Where is there a place that people are queuing up to fill out paperwork?
Not that you can see in here.
Okay.
Is that Modron still around?
Yes.
I have a question for him, so I would go over to him. Excuse me.
He turns towards you.
If someone was interested in acquiring the next quintessent engine that is to be recycled, is there something they could do in advance to ensure that they were the ones to be able to recycle it or use it for research or
He
some
does
such?
say that the requisite paperwork for acquiring recycled items cannot be filled out until after the item is set for recycling.
Thank you. I was curious if it could be performed in advance.
Wouldn't that be nice? That would be too suspicious, perhaps.
Make a perception check, everybody.
Booyah!
One more.
Wait on Tinge. Our high wisdom party.
At least y'all are, or some of y'all are proficient in it.
Change
I
a
am
perception check.
proficient in it. Yeah, I'm proficient in it because I have no other possibilities of bonuses there.
Change you there. There it is. Ooh. You
He
all
likes rocks.
see the Emerald Claw agent has just completed a conversation with the Modron that he was speaking to and is moving towards a door.
Suspiciously moving, like someone needs to follow him suspicious.
You all see him raise up his hand and make a quick gesture.
Oh, yeah.
And the
Is it like a-
Quintessence engine falls from its housing and cracks onto the floor.
I'm going to go running to fill out some paperwork. I'm
So
gonna
you
try and
see-
out-cue him.
You, you see him reach
I
up
summon
towards
my
something
echo.
at his neck and... Well, okay, so this all happens very quickly. So, As the quintessence engine hits the ground, once again, Modrons begin to rush in, quickly removing the disorderly object. A multi-layered automated voice resonates through the chamber, once again speaking in a loud monotone that you nonetheless understand. It says, "Object designated for reconstruction. Replacement time undetermined." The Modrons immediately scoop up the engine and begin moving it to a small glowing platform, and after a moment, they vanish, teleported away. As this is happening, anyone that is looking at the Emerald Claw agent would see him reach up to a cord around his neck, grasp a small orb suspended from it, crushes it, and you see a soft green glow cover him, and he moves away towards the door, his limbs a blur with speed as they move with inhuman speed out of sight.
And
That
I
dick.
am using my echo to move as far ahead of me as I can, teleport using the echo, and follow quickly.
Okay. So, those of you with arcane proficiency would recognize that he just cast a haste spell upon himself
Mm-hmm.
and booked it.
How high is this glowing platform?
The one that the Modrons went onto?
Mm-hmm.
It's only a foot off the ground, but they teleported away.
There's like it's just sitting there, right?
What is?
The thing we're after.
No,
No.
the
No, they
Modrons
took it.
scooped it up, stepped onto that platform, and vanished with the engine.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yuji kind of like gestures where the machine was to the platform, and then like points to me like, "Do we just follow it?" I mean, Dimitri's off getting, or am I by myself at this point? It was just me and him.
Like
Just dawned on me that
around.
Dimitri went running. And, hey, just
I'm
Kate
gonna go look for
teleported.
paperwork.
I didn't like teleport long distance, but
Right.
I can move about 75 feet total that's all I do.
Tinge is just gonna follow Kay.
Yuji's gonna make a terrible decision and step on that platform.
Okay. Yuji, as you step onto
Yeah.
the platform that was just engulfed in light that the Modrons had taken it onto,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
nothing
Okay.
happens.
Yeah. What was that Imadron that we were talking to's name? Did it have a name? Did we
It
ever
didn't
get
give a
that
name.
Probably had like
Where-
a designation on it or something. Maybe.
far? I mean,
3 of 13.
Dimitri, this is like your area. You ask for names on everything.
I know. I'm. It's been a minute. My other character doesn't care about names. Intentionally doesn't
I'll,
remember them.
Usually, like look around, like little robot. Where did you go? Like, I need to talk to you.
He's standing right next to you.
Of course, he is. All right. I would like to make this work, please.
It says that only Modrons can use that.
As non-violently as possible, I would like this thing to work, please.
It does tell you that only Modrons can use that.
I hate this plane. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So,
Tinge is continuing to just kind of
Yeah.
clump behind Kay, just like,
He's doing his best to get that guy in sight.
there's a whole bunch of Modrons just in a line behind Tinge, dusting and sweeping up the little divots he leaves in the stone as he goes by.
All right, Yuji, looks back at him. Where does this take the globe thing? Like, where is there a place that I can go, like, walk there instead of taking, the expressway?
The deconstruction zone. It
Can you
says.
give a guy good directions here?
He gives you directions that would probably take you about an hour to get to.
I mean, everyone else left, so I guess I start walking that way. So,
I mean, you saw where we went.
doesn't mean I have to follow you.
True enough.
Okay.
Yuji's took on a breath of fresh air, and gonna do
Right?
something.
I mean, it's not like anyone can hurt you here, right?
other than an utter annihilation.
Right. It's either all or nothing. Either you're perfectly fine or you just die.
Yeah.
Okay, so Yuji, you're starting to make your way towards the deconstruction zone.
Yes.
Okay. All right, you are more than welcome to do that. However, I feel obligated to warn you that that would be a very boring way to go. Not a whole lot would happen on your way there.
Damn it. What'd you say?
Join us, Yuji.
Join
That's what I was gonna say is, as Yuji sees the very boring path and then sees everyone running that direction. Oh, goddamn!
They actually have a sign. They have a warning sign for even Modron saying, "Do not go. Danger
boring as
of
fuck.
unconsciousness."
Yuji will sigh and start following everyone else.
Everyone else has gone bolting ahead, chasing after the Emerald Claw agent down the way that he went. Yuji, eventually discovering that there's really no better way to go. I mean, you could go wait for the deconstruction zone, but where's the fun in that? You give chase as well, and as you begin into your full heading towards that direction, you enter into a room. Up above, there's a door that has the plaque above it that says Requisitions Department. You see 13 very long lines filled with all manner of creatures. Bland, peaceful music plays from an unseen source overhead. On the far right of the room, you see the Emerald Claw agent waiting. He's practically buzzing. He's standing as still as he possibly can manage with the haste spell upon him. Dozens of creatures have already queued behind him. The agent is kind of tapping his foot impatiently, and you see Yuji, you see Kay, Dimitri, and Tinge also waiting in the line.
What kind of sick hell is this place?
I'm Brailish. I can queue with the best of them.
Tinge just leans forward to Dimitri and goes, "Will that vortex thing make him mad?"
It probably would, and would likely get us removed from the line, and we'd have to start over again.
No, don't vortex warp us.
Vortex work him.
Oh,
Over to me.
I don't have any more spells, so.
Me neither. So.
But I do happen to have that fancy new where is it at?
Don't we have a Pearl of Power? Yeah.
Yes. It might not work. He's capable of casting a spell such as that. It may not work, but I am willing to.
Use an item.
What?
He used an item to cast that spell.
Oh, true. Well, I'm willing to give it a try. Let's see. I'm going to duck down and kind of position myself behind Tinge and the others. Ask them to sort of surround me. It's just verbal and semantic. There's no material component.
Just hide under my cape.
I guess I should ask, how far away from me is the Emerald Claw individual?
Roll a d10. We'll see how far away it is from you. Roll a d10. We'll multiply the result by 10.
Oh no.
50 feet.
I was like, don't get 10. Don't get 10. Stretch me out, guys. Just need to get 10 feet closer. Okay.
Tinge, before you, could we cue him in the wrong line so he's cutting so they kick him out?
I truly, I have reservations about this. I suspect that they might know, but this isn't an attack. So if something bad happens to me, you need to make sure that you go to the hammer.
You will be disavowed. Got it.
Okay. Go back to the cogs. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna look at him. Gonna give him the old stink eye.
He looks at you. You see his brow furrow for a moment in confusion and concern.
And then I'm going to look over to like another line somewhere
Put him next
within
to
90
me.
feet. Oh, you want him next? No, because I know bad. Well, then he might do something bad, and that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna put him next to Yuji.
Okay.
And I need him to make click the right button. That button.
Con save, right?
Fortitude. Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
Fortitude save. Look at you.
I've
Fortitude.
been doing too much Pathfinder 2 recently.
He does get a 20 on that save.
Of course he
Heck.
does. Well,
And I
that
don't have
was me.
zombie
You
barbs,
see him
so-
jolt for a brief moment, and he looks over towards you. He shakes his
And I
head
am
like, no.
Distinctly not looking at him. I knew that was going to happen. Well, on the positive note, if this place is anything like I suspect, we can get comfortable. We might have time for a long rest.
So, you could
How
be
far ahead-
right.
How many
Some of
people
these
in
lines
front of
are.
us is he?
What was that?
How many people in front of us is he?
Only 3 or 4, not many.
Okay.
So you all gave chase to him pretty quickly after he did what he was doing. So some of these lines are moving quicker than others. Some of them are basically not moving. One of you can go ahead and make a perception check to see if you can determine which line might get you through the fastest.
I will guide it.
+1.
I'm going to Tin,
Got a
keep
plus
a
3.
lookout. Let us know where to go. Guidance.
Okay, would knowledge of the ancient past work on this? I don't think so. But I might as well ask. Let me pull it up.
I mean, I don't see why not. Somebody in your ancestry has probably had to stand in very long lines before.
So I'm a +2 with a possible D6 on top of that.
And then if you guide him as well, that's another D4. So
Okay. You look like you have been queuing for years.
Yuji
does,
just
doesn't
truly
he?
looks dead on the inside right now. Yes, friend. Years.
I hate it here.
What was it? Perception?
Yeah, it's perception.
All right, here's perception.
Sessional.
Okay.
Mine.
Yeah.
E4.
Is that? I
Oh
think you're
my
going to add
God.
your sessional to that, right?
6. Oh, yeah, we'll absolutely have to take that. So
Okay, that is more than enough. Whoever gave you
28.
your sessional, definitely more than enough. So you wait patiently, and as you're looking around, you do notice that a line to your left, although you would have to get back into it, the individual who is up there at the front counter seems to be moving at a supernatural pace. This is obviously the one who's been doing this the longest and is extremely proficient at what they are doing. So moving over into that line, you see that you start moving much, much faster. The Emerald Claw agent on the other side of the room is glowering at you. He can tell you all are going to beat him to the front of the line by a long shot.
Yuji's beaming, just thrilled with this current change of events.
can I
Remember,
tell whether or not the Emerald Claw agent is within an hour of reaching the front of his line?
Make a perception check. Cannot tell. Okay.
If he gets close, like within 3 or 4 people of the front of his line, at that point, I am casting Hex on him.
don't get us all kicked out.
I'm not attacking him. I'm hexing him. And the ability score that I will affect is Charisma.
Ooh.
Okay.
So the room is full of a whole bunch of just random creatures from all
Oh yeah.
worlds. but
There's
they know to
3
behave,
ant-like creatures in front of you. They seem to be communicating telepathically. There is just behind you all, maybe 3 or 4 people behind you, there is an 8-foot tall, plate armored angel with wings that are on fire. There are 2 cloaked figures behind her, hovering several inches off the ground. Their faces seem to be concealing nothing but a luminous ball of light.
There's a freaking Solar in line with us.
Just to say, I'm like, that sounds like a character I remember from the past campaign. But okay. But they all know how to play by the rules.
Yeah,
right? Like, instigating a fight seems like a bad idea.
Alistair, Balafon. Sorry.
Alright. Eventually you all do reach the front of your line. Another quadrone greets you there. This one, again, impressively fast at getting through everything. As you all explain to them what it is that you're trying to do, requisition the quintessence engine. He assures you that the application process is straightforward. Hands you a requisition form. Says, please complete this requisition form and proceed through those doors to the requisition submissions room, where you will be licensed for object retrieval.
I feel like I was born for this.
Yep.
I
How close
will.
is the Emerald Claw guy from reaching the front of his line?
Sorry, what was that, bro?
So I've been keeping an eye on the Emerald Claw guy. What's he up to? How close is he to the front of his line?
Okay. How close would he be? You all picked a much faster one. Took you maybe an hour to get through your line. He's probably... We can say he's within an hour if you want to try your thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna hex him.
Okay. Verbal, semantic, and material. Okay.
It's actually from a scroll.
Okay. So you're just using the scroll. Cool. That's better. Okay. And does he have to save against anything, or does Hex just happen?
Nope. Hex just happens.
Fantastic. Okay.
After the group goes through, I'm gonna position myself in the doorway to be a nice roadblock.
Yep.
Non-violent roadblock.
Yeah. So he has disadvantage on all charisma checks.
Okay. All right.
When we go to walk through the doors, Tinge is just going to stand in front of the door we're supposed to walk through in case he does make it, and is going to do anything in his power to stop him from opening that door.
Got it.
Without hurting him.
Not anything within your power. Anything non-violent.
By
So-
literally standing in the way.
But yeah.
That's it. Just being in the way. No other actions. No
so
grabbing.
Dimitri
no
and
touching.
Kay make their way into the room, where there are yet another 13 lines.
Ooh.
So you are
Wow.
relieved that these ones are much shorter than the last. Select a
Can we
line.
tell which one is moving the quickest before we even bother getting in line?
They all appear to be moving at the same pace this time, relatively quickly.
Is this one of those bureaucratic hells where you can't get in line until the form is completed, or you can complete the form while
You
you're in
see
line?
people filling out the form in line.
Okay, I'm going to find a line and start filling out a form.
I will need an intelligence check. You may use your proficiency if you have proficiency in calligraphers or a forgery
do.
kit.
I have calligraphy tools.
You may
Okay.
you make an intelligence check with your proficiency bonus.
Okay, stop a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Something I meant to ask before.
Okay.
We were in line for an hour. Could that have counted as a short rest?
Yes, it can.
Okay. In that case,
Most definitely.
I'm gonna be casting a spell. I think yes, I'll be casting a spell because that is not concentration.
This
And
Well-
so that I can help Dimitri. So I'm casting Borrowed Knowledge. I now have skill in Calligrapher's Tools as well.
and I'm going to be making use of my Artisan's Intuition, which is as a mark of making human. Whenever I make an Arcana check or an Ability check involving an Artisan's tools, I add a D4 to the number, which I keep forgetting to do apparently. So I'm just going to click on Investigation, just to make life easier.
Crushed
Oh,
it.
a 26.
Okay. So when you reach the front,
if those roles would have been reversed, I'd have had your back there. And
so you reach
I
the
told
front.
you, born for this.
Nice. There is another quadro in there. He carefully inspects your handiwork, then nods. You have met minimum compliance standards. Once I confirm your identification, we can process your license application. Your authorization crystal, please.
I will provide one of our authorization crystals.
The quadrone concentrates on the crystal for a moment, then responds. Denied. You are not Pakcha, a Formian from Sector 203D. This crystal will be returned to the designated citizen. If you do not have identification, you may apply for temporary authorization from the Identification Bureau. It then takes your crystal.
Okay. And
We got one more.
where's that
won't matter.
located?
He points down the hall.
Excellent. Thank you for ensuring that the public adheres to all of your high standards. And I will quickly start heading down that direction.
Me in tow. I don't know what engine.
At this point, the Emerald Claw agent would finally step up to you all, and he kind of walks up maybe about 5 feet ahead of you and sees Yuji and Tinge standing in his way. He rolls his eyes and casts Misty Step and appears 30 feet behind you all.
That motherfucker.
And we're going to go ahead and take our break, everybody.
Fuckhead.
Are we getting the impression that this guy is a little bit...
It looks like
Prepared
he's a
for
little
us?
better than Green Scarf. Yeah.
All right, everybody. We'll go ahead and take our break. We'll be back in 10.
Okay.
It's another spell slot. That's all.
Yeah, he did. He just burned a spell slot. And revealed to you that he is, in fact, a spellcaster.
Yep.
Yep. All right, I'll be back. All right, so we are back. You all have just realized that your identification crystals are no good. Not belonging to you. They are not going to be able to be used to requisition anything for yourselves. So, the path before you is leading you to believe that you need to go and get your own authorization crystals. The Modron that you were speaking with showed you where to go and how to do that. And the single Emerald Claw agent who has made it in here with you has now made his own way into one of these lines and is working his way towards the front.
Totally going to go get my own crystal. I wanted one anyway. It's a good souvenir.
Yeah, I think we all should get one because, heaven forbid, one of us need to have one and not. Since we've been told we can get them, let's go get them. But as we leave, I am grabbing a scroll and recasting Hex.
Oh, fucking rude. Okay.
Except this time, I'm targeting intelligence.
Oh, nice. Okay. God, I would say this poor guy, but he does not deserve my sympathy, so.
And off we go.
Okay.
He's just born in the wrong country, raised the wrong way.
Finally got to use Hex in a non-combat situation. I'm so happy.
As someone who used to be a part of the group, I don't think he gets a lot of slack in my mind. I feel like he's got exactly what's going on.
Thank you for reminding me, Yuji. You've had another opportunity to see this guy up close. Make a perception check.
Yes.
Nice.
Rolling hot tonight.
So,
Poor Yuji.
sorry, Yuji, but you don't discover anything else that you didn't already know. So,
Flashing the middle fingers, I walk by.
So with little enthusiasm, you head down another 20 flights of stairs to the Identification Bureau to obtain your own identification. Hours later, after presenting your ID papers from Covert and explaining your unique situation to at least 4 different individuals, you finally emerge with your own temporary ID card. The Bureau assures you that your authorization crystal will be ready for pickup within 2 to 3 weeks, but these will be good in the meantime.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Isn't this place wonderful? I like whoever
Dimitri
wrote
loved
this
it.
adventure. It's just like, who does this? So, you have your paperwork. You have your authorization papers that at least prove who you are. So, heading back to the requisition room, you wait in yet another line. Once you reach the front, you triumphantly present your official identification to the Quadra. After a careful review, it pushes you a cylinder the size of a scroll. It says, the Modron says to you, after confirming you're competent to operate an object of the complexity and intricacy of the quintessence engine, you will receive your final approval for its acquisition. Please decipher the passcode and return for authorization.
I'm gonna see if I can decipher the passcode. Okay. Oh no. Let's see.
Is this? What's it? Oh my god! What's this game called?
Sudoku.
This is my hell. Oh my god!
This is my hell. Okay.
My wife literally on the prowl just came over and was like, "Is that Sudoku? Are you in? What you doing?"
What you doing?
So, someone who actually does these games want to give any sort of...
Does anyone
I'm working
actually
on it.
play these? Okay,
I'm working on it.
Let me know when the math ones show up.
Make an intelligence check, somebody.
Oh, good. Good. I'm assuming that I am not...
I don't have my
trained in
printer
anything
set up
for
on
that.
this computer yet. New computer.
Intelligence. There we go. 14.
14 is good enough to determine that you could swap these letters out for numbers.
Can you give us the number version of this?
Yes, I can. Stand by.
Awesome.
I'm amazed that there's also a number version of this. Holy Jesus!
Okay, stand by. It does give me instructions on how to do that, but I'm not seeing the handout for it, so...
Wrong campaign.
What's the name of this plane?
Don V.
Don V.
It says, substitute the numbers 1 through 9 for each letter. Doesn't give me anything else, though.
Can't seem to find that handout when I logged back in on a different computer. Can you... There, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so... it's not giving me anything to print out or to show to you all, so... go ahead and do it this way. Carl, you're going to print it out?
I'm trying.
Okay, if you do that, just let me know, and we'll go ahead and I'll tell you what square and what numbers to substitute where.
I'm just going to type it in Excel if you
Okay.
want to do that now. So,
Okay, so we'll number these 1 through 9. So we'll start with like top left, and I'll say like position 2 and give you a number. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay.
So
I'm good. I've got to print it so you can start telling me
okay.
stuff.
So top left, position 2,
Okay.
9. Position 5, where the Y is, 3.
Oh, got it.
Position 6, where the O is, 7. Position 7, where the N is 5. Next position 8. Next position 4.
Okay.
And then for the next box, I'm just gonna go down the line. I think we can figure out where these numbers go, right? So I could just say like
Are you doing AU or are you going down?
AUSOL.
Okay.
So
Yep.
2, 4, 1, 7,
7.
6. Next
5.
one, the next box, 5.
Next box is 7, 8.
Yep.
9.
Yep.
I don't know, 6.
6. Yep. Got it.
I don't know S yet.
And then 1, 9, 7, 3.
6, 5,
4.
2.
Yep. You got it.
2.
Yep.
Y is 3,
Mm-hmm.
5, 6,
Mm-hmm.
9, 1.
Yep.
1, 4, 7, 8, 9, 5.
Okay. All right. So
Okay.
you all have the
I'm
puzzle.
working this.
By all means, solve it yourselves. After a little while, we can start doing intelligence checks to give hints and bonus answers.
Anyone want to share that Excel on Discord? Because mine's not working.
I got lost partway through, and he
Yeah,
was
I'm working on a
reading
printed
all
out
the
piece
stuff.
of paper.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'm working on a printed out piece of paper. Sorry.
I'm editing a photo.
There you go.
Which I'm now texting to AJ.
Nice.
What?
What?
Let me go find my cell phone. Where did I put it?
Middle box, lower left-hand corner is an 8. I think. Hold on. Let me make sure I did that right. Oh, it might not be. Ignore that.
So I will give you all 10 minutes to solve this. We'll do 5 minutes, and then we'll start making checks. And then after that, we can go ahead and just start fast forwarding using checks to fill out the rest. But
Got it.
feels weird to be sitting here not
Quad
saying
Eye's
anything.
gonna have.
I know.
Good thing you hexed intelligence. He's gonna have a heyday with this puzzle, unless he's like a Sudoku master. But
Okay, for sure, lower right-hand box, and its lower left hand is a 3.
Okay.
So the idea.
You know, the idea of this is a whole cylinder thing. I think you all would know when you get things right. So you have been right on both counts. You were right on your. Go ahead.
I was going to say so that just because I don't do these, the idea is that each row and column should have all of the letters in there, but you can't duplicate letters.
And each box of 9 is the same. So if you think of it as numbers, each box of 9 squares can have 1 through 9. Each row is 1 through 9. Each column is 1 through 9. Okay, so I'm right on that. I'm right on that 8 in the middle box, lower left hand. That means left middle is 5. Yeah, and right bottom right is 1. Okay, I've got the entire lower right-hand box. It's 147892356.
Okay. Say it. You said the bottom row.
Bottom right-hand box of 9.
Okay, go ahead.
Is 147, which we had to start, which we knew.
Yep.
892.
Yep.
356.
Correct.
This is a fairly hard Sudoku.
Speaking of which, it has been 5 minutes. Anyone that would like to can attempt an intelligence check.
Okay. Are 26.
Okay. Okay, if I give any bonus answers that you have already figured out, tell me, and we will pick a different one. Top left of the top left box.
Okay.
Is 6.
Excellent.
Okay. 14 is also good enough. Top left of the second box, so center top, is 3.
Oh, say that again?
Top left of the top center box.
It's 3?
3.
Okay. Top left-hand box is 691 237 584.
Got it.
Hey, I got that.
Top center box is 324 581 769.
All right, good stuff. You got it. Yep.
Okay. Third row down
Okay.
is 584769213.
You got it. I'm sorry, can you repeat the second row to me from that one?
So third row down.
Third row
76.
down.
I'm going just straight across. 584769213.
Yep, you got it. Yuji's going literally insane in Donvi.
I just picture he's like somewhere next to a wall, just constantly hitting his head on it until they replace the tile, and then he starts over again.
And there's just a Modron there, like wiping the spot every time you do, and wiping it.
Yep.
This is Tinge is just looking up and down as Dimitri and Kay are doing things. And he's just, yeah,
I just imagine Dimitri is like excited as can be, like, "Did you see this? Did you see this?"
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, "I'm trying not to."
I
Oh
wish
my God.
that I were much better at these sorts of things.
Yeah, puzzles are always interesting because, like, that's why I put the time limit. And we're gonna give hints, and luckily Carl knows what he's doing here. So
I know what I'm doing too, which is use Google.
nice. I don't know how to play Sudoku. I'm just literally looking at the answers.
I'm terrible at Sudoku. Personally.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7th column. 5, 9, 2, 6, 7, 4.
You said 7th column? Got it. Okay.
Yes.
Yep, you're good.
5, 9, 2, 6, 7, 4, 1, 8, 3.
Awesome. And we can get another round of intelligence checks.
So, I'm using Excel to make my life easier, and I almost have an answer because every column and every row has to add up to 45. So I'm just putting it in there until everything is at 45 on the
That's pretty
row.
clever, though.
Use that intelligence.
I'm gonna give you another. So that was my intelligence check, but I'm gonna roll it for my character too. Oh, he's flagging. I'm gonna use my sessional because
on brand for Tinge.
Right.
All right, hold on. Almost there. So I'm going to. Okay.
I've got another column. Go ahead.
I think everything adds up to 45. Okay. I'm gonna read them all the way. I guess starting the top. Although I guess, do we know the top 3 we already got, right? Top 3 rows.
I don't have the top right hand 4 boxes filled in yet. But I could probably figure them out.
5, 7, 8, 9, 6. So that upper quadrant thing. 5, 7, 8, 9, 6, 4, 2, 1, 3.
Yep.
If this works, I'm going to be astounded. So the 4th row. 4, 7, 8, 1, 9, 2, 6, 3, 5.
Yep.
The 5th row. 1, 2, 3. This is dumb. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep. I was so close to that one. Yep. And that's the row we need to get because it's the one that's highlighted, right?
Yep.
Oh.
And it was
So,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
now
6,
that
7.
you all have figured that one
Bullshit.
out,
I mean-
it was literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh my god.
So, Dimitri, as you're reading that, you've swapped it out for numbers, but the letters, the arcane symbols in that strange language that you can somehow understand,
We need the letters.
says the words, say unlock.
Kill me.
Say
I will-
Brendan enter.
I will. I will re-queue.
Yuji and like a little Unidrone are fighting. He's trying to hold back Yuji stabbing himself in the eye.
I just outsourced mine. Tinge could not help. Derek could definitely just go to a Sudoku solver and just be like, here you go.
Right. Wonderful. Did it give you the
Well,
one,
yeah,
two, three,
once you
four? It did.
mentioned that-
It totally did.
Now, once you mention that, I'm like, Sudoku is just, especially with this, it's just math. It's 9s and 9s. It has to add up to 45. I'm just gonna take what you've already done because I've been typing it in as you've been saying it, and he gives credit, and I'm like, I'm just gonna start typing in other numbers and see what happens here.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
I've spent a lot of time solving really hard Sudoku problems.
So,
I'm glad we're past this moment.
I'm glad we're past this moment. All right. Good stuff, good stuff. So,
Dimitri
Let's-
is happily queuing.
all right. After waiting in line once again, you do reach the front. Do you say unlock?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
I will go up and say, and I will say unlock.
Fantastic. So, the Modron says, competence confirmed. You are qualified to operate the object. The Modron continues to review your paperwork, making 3 copies of each form and stamping each one 3 times with a series of glyphs. You look around and notice that the Emerald Claw agents are not here.
Agent.
Sorry. There was supposed to be more, but you all made careful work of that.
Yep.
But he's not here. You're not sure if it's because they've gotten ahead of you or behind you in the endless application process. But after an interminable wait, the construct assisting you in tones, you have received full ownership authorization. You may proceed to the deconstruction zone. He
Thank
hands
you.
over an ownership authorization certificate, along with an elaborately detailed turn-by-turn instruction on how to get to the deauthorization zone.
And so this confirms that we are the rightful owners of the recently decommissioned Quintessence engine,
That it does.
and there's no one else that can have that.
That is what your paperwork says.
And to confirm, the ID that is personalized to me and only me, and my companions are the only ones that can be used in conjunction with this documentation.
That is accurate.
My dear sir, I applaud your thoroughness, and I greatly appreciate the structure that you have placed in here, and I look forward to waiting my 2 weeks for my final identification crystal.
Tinge looks at Dimitri. What about if someone fakes the paperwork and he...
Impossible.
Yuji is trying to angle Grim Crossing with the right angle that if he falls on it, it'll get kicked out.
Tinge. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you are able to sense the unseen if it's close enough to you, correct?
Correct.
Please keep a close look on our surroundings. Move yourself around us, front, behind. I worry that with our opponent being a spellcaster, that they may not be visible. And I am bending all of my perception to tell if there's anything following us, but
Tinge will do his normal paranoid. Watch the everything around us.
Watch the everything. Nice. Cool.
Nope. Okay, can't do that. Yep. I am just going to proudly be following the directions, step by step.
Okay.
Where's the paperwork being stored?
I'm going to put it inside of my armor.
Okay.
So I can just step out of it and step back into it.
Perfect. Now we just have to watch for Dimitri to get abducted.
That'd never happen.
Again.
Have I been abducted?
My Echo and myself are Dimitri's side-by-side bodyguards.
Nice.
It's like every time I go to Brazil, I'm surrounded by Brazilians because they're like the whitey that's clearly not from around here needs to stay in the center so he doesn't get like abducted for ransom or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tinge's Echo will finally also appear. So we just have more people now.
Excellent.
Okay.
And the Echo will basically, whenever Tinge rotates around the group, because he's trying to look at everything all at once, the Echo will just be always like opposite him, so he can change sides quickly if possible.
All right. So, the endless red tape now cut through with clear relief. You all leave the large square building behind and set off across the city. The instructions you've received are detailed to the point of being overwhelming, but you are able to follow them to the letter, quickly arriving at your destination, the deconstruction zone. Of course, there is an office building in front of the deconstruction zone. It is labeled Central Office. All of you are thoroughly aware of the procedures that this place goes through now, so I'm assuming that you do enter into the building and present them with your paperwork.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Having it reviewed. Go ahead.
Yeah, want to make sure that, give Tinge an opportunity to walk around and make sure that there's no one unseen there. Or pulling out paperwork and handing it over.
So what you all see in front of you is miles upon miles of perfectly stacked crates with perfectly symmetrical rows and roads going between them. You don't see anybody invisible or anybody hiding. So, presenting the proper paperwork and having it reviewed for what feels like the 100th time, you are escorted into what appears to be the city junkyard. You are taken aback by the neat and orderly piles of imperfect supplies stretching as far as the eye can see. Much of it is only mildly flawed or damaged, but the piles easily reach heights of 15 feet or higher in places, several carts and crates stacked atop one another. The Modrons escort you to a pile of materials, perhaps a mile and a half away from the front desk. They all work together to lift a large slab of steel covering the pile, and underneath shines the disorderly quintessence engine, which you can see is still fully functional despite the cosmetic mark on its surface.
We did it!
Bag of holding.
Yeah. All right, putting it in the bag of holding. And now all we need to do is find our way to a large administrative building, which we will leap off of in order to return. But I'd like to stay here for 2 weeks.
No.
Can we come back?
You can sure come back.
The Modrons have departed.
I suggest that we stay in the general vicinity of the Modrons because conflict is likely to occur in their absence.
As you say that, Dimitri, you hear a voice that says, "How very astute of you. Conflict is certainly going to arise. See, I, knowing that you all would beat me, have filled out the requisite forms for violence and combat in this plane. We have
There are documents.
40 minutes from right now. Or I should say, I have 40 minutes from right now." And at this point, he looks towards you, Yuji. "Are you sure you're fighting on the right side, son?" And as he says that, he removes the glamour from him. And you see a skeletal figure. No flesh on any of his bones. They appear to have been bleached clean. Carries himself in armor that is obviously ancient. Yuji, you recognize this as armor that a field commander from your time period would have worn. He takes a step forward, says, "We have lost too many lives and worked too hard to recover that, to simply allow you to walk out of it. Hand it over, and you all can leave here. Maybe try again."
I'm sorry, but we have the appropriate documentation that indicates the ownership is not with you. You may share some similarities with Yuji in an unchanging body, but his soul has grown far, far beyond what yours clearly has in the intervening years. I'd suggest that you just take this opportunity to go home and tell them you failed.
Yuji, the entire time Dimitri was talking, he was looking right at you.
Yuji will kind of follow up behind Dimitri and tell me who your master is.
"We all serve the same master, trooper. Whether or not you've strayed doesn't change that." He kind of looks around and he says, "You know what else they consider broken things here?" You see him raise both of his hands out to either side, skeletal fingers clutching, as many of the crates nearby you all begin to shake.
Mm-mm.
Dimitri, right behind you, you see a skeletal hand punch out from one of the crates.
Oh gosh. Okay. Get out of the way.
Roll initiative, everybody.
Oh, I am still. Oh, I need to
say that my
heal up.
echo was out.
You did, yep.
I guess I should burn some hit dice from that long
Yep, you all have had a short
we got.
rest since you've been here. We can say
Yeah,
you've
I'm
had
also
2
gonna
short
burn some hit
rests
dice.
since you've been here,
Hey,
if
there we
that
go.
matters to anybody. But it's been a long fucking time, for sure.
Oh my goodness. Dimitri is not motivated for conflict.
These terrible hit dice roll. Oh my god.
Okay, there's 4 things that look identical. Oh, there's the bad guy. Or is
Yeah, I don't have any
Think-
vision
oh,
again, too, by the way.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
who is this?
Oh, that was him. Sorry. I was not expecting you all to beat him so thoroughly to get here. He was supposed to beat you here, but you guys fucked that up all the way.
Go team. Can I have that picture again? I missed it. Yeah.
Okay.
It looks good.
Sorry, I haven't
Looks
rolled
cool.
initiative yet.
And you got these.
Yeah, we've all
This-
seen skeletons if you're gonna call that. So.
Yeah, but I think that's like a skeleton blob thing or something.
Like a skeletal army.
Oh, excellent. Yuji rolled impressive on initiative. He was ready to go. Yuji, so tell me you're not yellow on hit points already, or still?
Oh, no.
I updated my stuff, but I think I
okay.
need to refresh it because I can't see anything.
Nope,
Hold
you're
on.
green now.
Oh,
Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for my roll
here.
20 to update.
we don't need
so.
dynamic lighting on for this.
Looks like we were all prepared. Well, almost all of us.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah.
I mean, Dimitri did was like, hey, let's be friends, and he said,
I
no.
know. I thought he was gonna like stand down.
I did not for one moment believe
I was
that.
clearly
lie.
surprised.
Yuji.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get everything reopened. This is going to be a lot more interesting with no spell shots, no spell slots. So
Yeah.
This is how many rounds of Shillelagh I currently have left. I mean, yeah.
Yuji will kind of, respond to him and kind of, clearly you're incapable of thinking for yourself if you think that we all are forced to serve a master that we do not want to serve. And I'm going to run right at him and stab him. And hopefully he doesn't kill me.
Woohoo!
That's pretty good, yeah.
Okay. 19. Yuji, as you strike at him, he deflects your blade deftly. 19 does not hit.
Here. Oh, sweet Jesus. I'm going to use my sessional.
26 hits.
And we're going to keep swinging.
Woohoo!
Wow.
Very duplicative roll.
Okay.
I was just waiting for another 26. Thank God I don't have. Thank God that didn't happen. I'm assuming 22 hits.
That it does.
You see Yuji kind of like just lose touch with it and just start swinging at him with like this rage, almost anger, trying to take out all of his frustration on this guy.
Okay. So we have
Well, barbarian,
11,
here we go.
22. Jesus. Those are all very similar rolls. So 29?
30.
30.
Math, yes.
Math is hard.
No,
Okay.
29. 11, 22, and 9, 31.
Math. Okay. 31, are we sure?
Going
11,
one.
11, 22, plus 9 is 31.
Okay.
Calculation confirmed.
Calculation confirmed. Nice. Do we need to send this back through the Dawn Beam? Make sure send it through bureaucracy. Make sure they can double check it and stamp it.
I can put it in Excel. Equal sum.
All right. Anything else from Yuji?
No, I moved and used all my ability. I was just about to say used all 3 of my actions, but no, I used all of my action and bonus action.
Okay. Okay. You are up.
Yep. And I'm going to do something very non-K-like. I'm going to move to here.
Okay.
And I'm going to Booming Blade and hit him with my wooden rapier.
Wow. Okay.
Which
That
is
hits.
Shillelagh, so that's a 20. So that'd be 8 bludgeoning, 2 thunder. And if he moves, he'll take another 15 thunder.
Okay. He does
As my
take
bonus.
16 bludgeoning.
16 blade, awesome. And then as a bonus action, I'm switching places with my
Nice.
Echo. So I'm now here. And at the end of my turn, my Echo disappears.
Nice. Okay.
Because he's further than 30 feet away from me. That's it.
Tinge.
His Echo will go flitting over to creepy boss guy. And then Tinge. He is going to take a step back to be in contact with this guy.
Okay.
And then he's going to just start attacking the big ghosty scary guy, because, yeah, logic.
$15 is
And
not
15. Second attack. Yeah, I'm gonna attack the pile of bones next to me, or whatever that thing is. I'm gonna assume the AC's low. I'm gonna swing for the fences. Oh,
Okay.
I forgot something. Rage.
it. Nice.
But that'll happen. It'll happen. I guess it'll happen after this because I already declared the attack. But
No, you can do bonus action in between attacks.
okay, well, yeah, bonus action rage.
Okay.
So now, Grey Weapon Master attack on this monstrosity.
Are you swinging? What's the word? Recklessly.
Recklessly. I don't think you can do that until the next level, right?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know when.
soon.
Level 2.
5 is unfortunately no good.
You can have my sessional on that one.
That is
There
a
it
huge
is.
chunk of damage too, yeah.
Okay, so 20 hits. Action surge, because yeah, let's just make all the damage happen. I'll swing again, Grey Weapon Master at the pile of bones.
Okay. Jeez, the rolls are not great tonight, guys.
So I'm assuming a 13 misses as well.
That it does. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Wrong enemy. 13 hits this one.
Okay.
Oh, well then the 15. would've
15
hit.
also hit. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong ACs, guys. 15 hit as well.
No,
Okay.
no.
I
The
still have my inspiration.
the 15 was
Oh, no.
against the
15
boss.
was yeah, that was different.
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha.
Okay.
gotcha.
After
Yeah.
that was 5, so
13
I used my
does hit.
inspiration because 5 wasn't going to work, and
Okay.
Yeah.
20 was good.
Yeah, so 26 and then 22, so we're at 48 damage on the bones.
Nice.
And last attack against the bones again.
Okay, that's not gonna hit.
You have 3 attacks.
No, he did action
Action
surge.
surge.
Action surge. Yes. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Brings us to him. Okay. Yuji. He steps around you. Can the echoes take
Of course
opportunity
he does.
attacks?
They can.
They can.
They
Okay.
proc opportunity attacks. They don't take the opportunity attack, but they proc them.
Okay. All right. Yuji. He raises a massive greatsword, and you see it begin to glow
Of course.
as he brings it down onto you. It's only a 15 to hit for the first strike. The second strike is a 23.
Yep. All right.
For 11 slashing. And 5 psychic. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Jesus. All right. It's a lot. +3 from my aura.
Okay.
For
Fantastic.
17.
You meet to beat. You are not frightened.
Yay.
Yuji, he then steps away from you. You and Tinge can both take opportunity attacks.
Is it clear why he's walking away from me?
He is backing towards Kay and Dimitri.
Tinge is gonna swing.
Does not hit.
I'm also going to try and put my spear in the back of his head. That won't hit either.
Okay.
Grimfrost just stabbed you in the face.
Oh god, it
I
did.
make a con save.
Oh, jeez.
Perfect timing, I know.
Indeed. Hey!
Okay.
Okay. Now the skeletal swarms begin pouring out from these crates. Yep. Can't get to Yuji. This one moves. Okay.
It takes 15 damage.
15, nice. Let me check its...
Does Thunder do extra?
Checking... No, just bludgeoning. Okay. Okay. First attack is coming your way. That is a 20 to hit, Kay.
That hits.
For 7 slashing. The next one, a shambling mob of scratching and smashing and clawing. Dimitri, it's only 11 to hit.
That misses.
Tinge. It is a 12 and a crit. For the crit, you are looking at 20 points of slashing.
Down to 10.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. That is all of them. Brings us to Dimitri.
Wow. Okay. So, that's a whole lot of green circles going on around here. Oh, I feel like the right and best decision that Dimitri... Oh, I don't know. So, I'm just going to say it. I'm thinking that maybe the right thing for me to do is to disengage and run away since I've got the thing.
Yeah. Get behind Yuji.
So that's what I'm gonna do. Disengage. I don't provoke. And I will get back over here.
Okay.
The main walk is this is a side aisle, right, that he's running into?
Yes.
And I hate not contributing to the fight, but I just need to get away from that guy.
Yuji.
Okay. I'm going to do the super obvious and run down and get advantage and continue to stab him like an angry teenager until he dies. So here we go. Advantage.
16's no good.
19.
Oh, 19 hits.
Yep.
19, no, 19 does not hit. AC 20.
Dang. Okay. Messed
Oh.
a little better.
Yeah, no bueno.
20. There
20
it
hits.
is. Take that.
All right.
Picture him running up and just swinging the back end of his spear at him, hitting on top of the helmet.
I guess Grimfrost is not a +1 to attack. Obviously.
It is.
Yeah,
Plus 7.
Yeah, this is a plus
Just
one.
doesn't roll
Your
like that.
proficiency bonus is 3. What's your strength?
3
Oh, okay.
to 7.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Alright. I was thinking you had a 18.
I wish.
Paladin, multiple ability score dependent.
Yeah.
That's
So,
what I got.
on me now?
Okay, yep, on decay.
Okay. Big round. So, we are going to start by casting Cloud of Daggers
Okay.
on top of this dude.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, on top of that dude. I am then going to action surge.
Okay.
And booming blade with my shillelagh on him. And miss.
Yep.
And then I am going to summon my Echo with my bonus action. And put it right there. And then I'm going to unleash Incarnation and attack this skeletal swarm.
Okay. 10 does not hit.
Oh crap. And then I will move to right. No, I don't need to move. I'm gonna stay right where I am.
Okay.
That's it for me. That was not as big of a thing, but he does have a swarm of daggers on top of him.
Got it. Tinge.
Echo's gonna go over to be present with the man next to Yuji.
Okay.
And then Tinge is going to attack. Yeah, he's gonna attack the swarms.
Okay.
The one that I've already been attacking, so I guess the one directly east of Tinge.
Got it.
Yeah, the yellow one.
Can't wait till level 7.
Oh,
If
rough.
we get there. Jesus, I mean.
14 hits. Which one are you swinging at?
The one directly east, the one that I've been attacking before.
Got it. Okay.
And I don't. I didn't use my bonus action, so I will swap places.
Hold on.
That's my turn.
Okay. Yuji, what is your creature type?
Oh god, I don't know.
Is it humanoid
I don't
or
know.
is it undead?
I think so. Let me look.
I think it's humanoid.
Okay, just gotta be sure.
Control
It's a
undead.
great question. Yeah. control undead, just cheese. Control, what is it? Dominate person at level 5. I am humanoid.
Fantastic. Okay, cool. Oh well. He still
Dang,
look towards
sorry.
you. And once again asks if you're sure you're fighting on the right side. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Plus
Okay.
3.
Woo!
Yeah. Right.
You see Yuji kind of ready a spear. I'm absolutely fighting. on the right side.
All right, all right. Keep track of these slots. He used a Misty Step earlier. Okay. All right. He only swings at you once. That is a
Cool.
23 to hit, though,
Yep.
for 8 slashing. Brings us to his minions. Tinge, we'll start with you. There's only a 12 to hit. K, there's a 23 for you, K,
That hits.
for 14 slashing. Tinge, your Echo,
Ouch.
a 16 and a 9.
Misses.
Right. All right. Luckily, their turns go by pretty quick. They're kind of just big like,
Yeah, they're big brutes.
yeah, meat shields, I want to say, but there's no meat to them. Go ahead, Dimitri.
All right. Need to do. So with the flanking rules, if I am here, does that flank with Tinge?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I'm all the way over here, and I'm going to Thunder Gauntlet, punch with force. 18.
18
5
certainly
thunder
hits.
damage. And 27.
27, good crit.
14.
And it has disadvantage to attack anybody but Dimitri.
Yep.
Okay.
And that is it.
Yuji.
Oh! I don't know. Yeah, I guess I don't have it out.
Okay.
Alright. Come on, Killis. Keep forgetting.
Would he have been out already?
He should have been, yeah.
Yeah, if you feel like he would have been out before the combat, we can go ahead and get him out here.
I mean, he just
Yeah.
follows you around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just sort of flaps around. Okay, and he would be safely tucked away over here,
All right.
and going to shoot at that same one. So, force strike. Hey, 23
That hits.
for 6 force damage.
To who? Or it's
I'm
only
sorry,
4, right? 'Cause
force
it's
damage.
not the crit?
4 force.
Right.
Yeah, it's not the crit.
Okay.
That one. And now I'm done.
Okay. K, you are up.
You
Oh,
should be
gotta
up.
go back to
Oh,
me.
sorry, Yuji, go ahead.
I'll hit him again. I'll try to hit him with advantage. That should work.
25 is a good hit.
Jeez, my cold dice suck today.
Okay.
That clearly doesn't hit.
We have
And while I'm
11.
kind of swing. Go ahead.
We have 11. We have 18, 19.
Yep.
Okay.
While he's kind of swinging at him, I'll be like kind of yelling angrily at him, like, "How do I end this cycle? I want to be free from this." That's my turn.
He would say simply, return to her. Tinge?
No. You're one ahead.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. Ah, okay. I just won't press the button next time.
I press it for me. That may be confusing.
No, you're good. You're good. That's what it's there for.
But then there's people like me who do even when I'm not playing something with action surge, just scroll the button off the screen. So bonus action, form of dread.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move to here. And I'm going to Booming Blade the skeleton swarm that's between me and Dimitri. I assume I have advantage on that.
You
for
do.
Flanking.
Yep.
So 22 for 4 bludgeoning, so 8 bludgeoning and 8 thunder.
Okay. 8 bludgeoning.
Right, and 8 thunder.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to... Nope, I'm actually going to Unleash Incarnation, my second one, to attack with my Echo at that same skeleton swarm. That's 13.
13 does hit the swarm.
So 8 bludgeoning. So
Okay.
16 bludgeoning.
Okay. And this is all on the same target, correct?
Yep.
Got it. Yep, yep.
And that's it for me. Tinge's turn. No click.
No click. Go ahead, Tinge.
No click.
Would I get advantage from Dimitri or no?
Yes, you
I need
would.
to be
Large creatures,
would.
easy
I'm
flank.
giving everyone advantage.
awesome. Yeah, I'm just gonna go after the swarm with my first attack, and we'll see what happens.
Right, Weapon Master?
Why not?
I mean, you have advantage, so.
Ah.
That was a terrible roll, but 19 hits.
19 certainly hits.
So, 21 damage.
Jeez. Damn it. My mouse keeps lagging out. It's the weirdest thing. All my drivers are up to date. The sensor's clean. I tried multiple different USB ports, but every now and then my mouse just starts like not responding anymore. It's the weirdest
Yeah, mine does
thing.
that. Mine is a Bluetooth mouse.
Mine
and
is too.
periodically. It seems the Bluetooth network. I don't know. It freezes and I just keep moving it around, and then my mouse is going flying around the room. It drives me crazy.
It is pretty annoying. Not gonna lie. All right, Tinge, go ahead.
All right, so it did not die. Okay.
No.
All right, I'll attack it again. Great Weapon Master. Let's do this.
Yep. Good luck.
Let's.
You've got this.
Hoping I was going to take it out.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Oh, this is great. This is
He has
going well.
advantage. That's 12.
12 does not hit.
Ah,
That Great Weapon Master kill and attack again thing's really just not working out right now.
it's supposed to, at this level, it's supposed to be good with advantage at like 17 AC and better. It's better to use it than not.
That's my turn.
Okay. So that brings us to this guy, who's gonna keep trying to convert Yuji. Yuji, I need a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Another one?
Domination doesn't lead to conversion.
There it is.
Oh, no.
There it is.
It's not
10.
immune after the first save.
Negative.
Cool,
Let
what do
me
you
double
got for
check
me?
that. I don't think so, but I don't think so. Let me check. Says nothing about immunity past the first save because he is casting Crown of Madness on you, Yuji.
Oh, that's different.
Yes. The other ability would have been if Yuji was undead, but he's not, so here we are. Casting regular old spells on people. All right. Yuji, you are charmed by this individual. I need you to make a melee attack against Tinge.
Okay. Comes with all the love in the world.
Here comes the crit. Oh, damn.
I was just waiting for it. To
Oh, that hits.
Luckily, he does not have complete control over you, Yuji, so he can't force you to smite or anything like that, but it does still hit.
Joke's on him. I don't have any spell slots, so at least my cold rolls are consistent. That one right there.
Okay.
So 4 from the main attack between dueling and piercing, and then 1 cold, so 5 total.
He then lashes out with his greatsword at K for a 17 to hit.
Missed.
Okay.
By the way, Yuji wouldn't have made that attack until his turn, I don't think.
Oh, is that? I thought it says on subsequent turns. Let me go ahead and reread that. Turn creature must use his action before moving on each turn. Okay. So Yuji, you would make that attack on your turn, which conveniently is before Tinge's. So that'll happen still. It'll just happen on your turn. Skeletal swarms. Dimitri, the one here. It is a crit, but luckily, it has been reduced to less than half of its hit points, so you only take 6 slashing.
Okay, and then I don't know where it can go, but I can move it 10 feet away from me.
It can occupy the spaces of other people, so
I guess I cannot move it anywhere.
I mean, you could move it here.
Oh, it can.
It can occupy the
space?
spaces of other creatures.
Nah, I'll just leave it where it is. It's
Okay.
fine. So I lose my 10 hit points that I forgot to I had, and there.
Tinge, it is a 23 to hit your Echo. It's going to do half damage, but I don't think that matters for your Echo.
Yeah, she gone.
The party over here. All right. It's not going to hit Yuji. But it is going to move into his space and attack Tinge. Only a 7 to hit you, Tinge. Brings us to the last one, who's going to attack K. Yes.
The ghost guy should have taken 11 points of slashing damage on his turn.
Oh, thank you.
Because
He has not moved. Nope, he stays in there. Okay. K, you have a skeletal swarm attack coming your way. It was only a 7 to hit.
Miss.
Oh, 1 second. It might be a 21 to hit. I have to check the reach. Okay. It does not have advantage. Dimitri.
Alright. Well, so 1 directly to the south of me that I have advantage on. Be 20 for 10 thunder damage.
Alright. It is finally beginning to look quite rough.
24 for 7 more thunder damage.
Down it goes.
I was just gonna say, so we finally got one of them. That's good, cool.
And I will move down here, and this, my little friend here, is going to shoot this one. Booyah. Hey. a
Oh,
crit.
nice.
Go, little guy, go. So
Which one was it?
11
This guy?
Points, no, south. 11 points force damage.
Okay, it is 2 beginning to look rough. After all the work Tinge has done to it, certainly hope so.
Good job, little guy.
Yuji, now you attack Tinge, and now at the end of your turn, all that stuff that happens, and now at the end of your turn, you can repeat the wisdom save.
11.
11 is no good.
Yep.
I'm going to give
Cool.
you... No, I don't have it. Someone give him a sessional.
I don't have it either.
I
They
don't think
all
anyone
use
has
it.
some left.
I'll give you next sessional.
Okay, you're up.
My echo is going to here. Then as a bonus action, I'm swapping places with my echo. So I am there. And then I am going to Booming Blade Shillelagh that guy.
Okay.
So it's a 21 for 4 to 8 plus 5 is 13.
Down it goes.
And then I am going to move to there. And my Echo still has some movement left, so he will move to there. There we go. Hitting the button.
Hitting the button. Tinge, you're up.
All right. Purple glowy massive sword. Flanking. Main dude. Roll good.
What is happening with these rolls tonight?
Continuation of our combat against all the hobgoblins.
Yeah. Wow. All right, I'll try it
Bugbears.
again. There's a crate in there somewhere, I swear.
Yeah, my little homunculus has been taking.
That's not a crit,
my
but it certainly
God.
hits.
Hey, there it is.
He has advantage. He has advantage.
Oh, thank God. I was like, oh, boy.
Yeah, no. So 13 damage.
13, okay.
And then I will go ahead and
Does that
summon.
need a concentration check?
Thank you for reminding me. I believe it does. I'll go ahead and pop that back on there so that I know going forward. But that was 13 damage.
Yep.
Nope.
So that would make it a DC 10.
Yep.
Unless
It's not like he'll
22
fail,
or
but
more.
every tech.
Oh.
Makes it.
Boo. And since there's nothing else better to do with my hope of using my bonus action for anything other than summoning my echo,
All right. That does bring us back to his turn. He does need
Starts with 11 points of slashing damage.
and another con save.
Yep.
Yes!
Wait. Okay, he still
There
failed.
it is.
Woohoo!
All right. Down it goes, Yuji.
nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
In that case, okay.
Yep.
He turns his fury onto you. And that
Bring it.
is a 23
That's a hit.
and a 25.
That's a hit.
Has been brought in. That is a total of 28 points of slashing.
I need those.
13 and
individually,
15.
but- Okay.
Okay. Never realized just how often I say the word just K. until I had a player named K, and it's just always saying K's name.
So I have advantage on concentration saves.
Roll again.
Is that doing those?
It is.
Yeah,
Roll
it's
results
1
1 and 5. Big ol' oof.
Okay. Yep. Cloud of Daggers goes down.
Okay.
Yeah, I realized after starting to play K that you say "okay" a lot.
I do. A lot. and after listening back to my replays and everything, I say so a lot. Just so.
Yeah.
I feel like it's my way of telling you all, like, if there's
do.
nothing else to say, I'll go on.
Yep. As a DM, I say so a lot as well.
All right. Brings us to the skeletal swarms. Yuji, now that you are no longer enthralled, that still has more than half its hit points. 15 to hit, Yuji.
Ha, sucker.
Dimitri. Oh no, it's got 3 targets and it's a big dumb pile of skeleton bones. Let's go ahead and roll the d3. Clockwise, starting with K's Echo. K's Echo. It is going to be, it still has more than half its hit points, it's going to be only a 10 to hit.
Yes.
Hey, Dimitri, you're up.
So, are we able to walk through this swarm?
Swarm can occupy another creature's space and vice versa. The swarm can move through any opening large enough for a small humanoid. Can't regain hit points or regain temporary hit points. I would say that since you can occupy its space, you can move through it.
Excellent. I move here.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit him.
Nice.
With advantage because I have Yuji there.
Double flank. That's not going to hit.
Boo!
Neither is that. Jeez.
But he sees what I'm doing, and 19. I assume that misses.
19 does miss.
Boo! That was a terrible turn. That was a tinge turn. No.
Oh, drop.
Shots fired.
Shots fired indeed. Oh no. See, but now to compensate, Tinge is going to roll double nat 20s.
No, that's good. Good. Do that. That's what I'm throwing that out into the universe.
Yuji, you're up.
Every time I played a fighter and done like my action surge, it has net resulted in like me missing with every single attack. I'm like so glad I did that.
You see Yuji kind of like shake it off and like regain focus and just hopefully with higher resolve and advantage, try and hit him with the spear.
That's a hit.
Woohoo! It's because of the advantage.
12, okay.
I'm just not sure if I roll anything other than ones on cold at this point.
Is it rolling a D1?
I'm checking now. I'm like, Jesus, all I've rolled is 1 on this cold. It's a D6. All right, let's try again.
D6.
Hit.
Woohoo!
Hey, that's a 2.
Hey, 2.
2, yeah.
Okay.
Pam in his ass.
It's a no. Yeah, advantage is a hit. It's a hit. Another 10. Okay, he is beginning to look a bit rough.
While I'm like again swinging at him, Yuji will like point out. He's like, "I'm supposed to be hold on, here, I gotta think about this. My visions are pointing me towards the horned general in the Mornland. Who are you talking about? Who is she? Don't kill me.
Don't kill me.
He'll have disadvantage to attack you.
Yuji.
That's all I got.
He kind of looks towards you, cocking his head to the side. The horned one. Make an insight check, Yuji.
Oh God.
I don't think any of us have one.
And no
left,
one has
sorry.
a sessional yet to give him. Okay.
I would give it to you
Yeah.
in a heartbeat for that.
So you definitely hear recognition, but that's it. He recognizes this name, and then he would say, as he's getting ready for his next strike, "We all serve her." I think that's all he would say.
Cool.
Anyone familiar
Killer
with
part is,
current
like-
Emerald Claw? Well, no, we'll let that come naturally. We'll let that come naturally. Okay.
Lydia
So, yeah,
Morrow,
I know what it's talking about, but Yuji doesn't. It's just
Right.
like,
I
oh,
do.
okay.
Kate probably doesn't know who Lydia Morrow is.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Dice Gods. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Oh God. Just story stuff. Just Yuji's entire mission of being here. Just hidden behind the dice roll. Okay.
My Echo is going to move to here. Bonus action, I'm swapping places with my Echo. Oops.
Wise.
So I'm now here. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Elder Blast.
Yeah, at the high AC guy. That's going to miss.
Do you have
20.
advantage? Oh, no, Eldritch Blast. Nope. 20 hits.
So 12 damage to him.
Fantastic.
10 feet straight away.
Boom.
And my Echo's going to move to there.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm hitting the button.
Hitting the button. All right, go ahead, Tinch.
Tinge is just gonna walk right up in front of him. Actually, slightly adjacent, so there's flanking opportunity later. His Echo will also move in.
Heck of opportunity.
For me, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, from the swarm.
Just from one of the swarms, yeah. 18 to hit
Hits.
for 11 slashing.
Okay, down to 5. So now Yuji can walk away freely. Useful. And then you'll just try to...
No good.
And again.
Great.
Ah, jeez. 20 is a really hard number to hit, though.
Especially when we roll 6s and 7s
Right.
over and over and over and
20
over.
AC. That's big. It is always big. Even
It's
as a
always
player,
big.
as a monster, it's big. It matters.
All I've got is this giant pile of gold ready to spend on cool armor whenever I can, do that.
Whatever that is.
That's my turn.
All right. Back to his turn. All right, you all have him surrounded again. He just keeps fighting.
Yeah, but he's surrounded mostly by Echoes.
Yeah. He's seen them strike if people try to flee from him. All right. Echo 1, it's a 21 to hit.
Is that?
So-
I didn't pick one. Let me go ahead and see. It is yours, Kay.
Okay. Bye-bye, Echo.
He then swings at the second Echo.
Oh, was that at disadvantage?
No.
Because I attacked him. He's attacking someone other than
Huh?
me.
Kay, your Echo is safe.
Yeah, the reason why I wanted to surround him was he can't move without at least getting attacked, so now he's
Right.
just
Yeah.
swinging at air, hopefully.
Oops, that was wrong.
And Tinge, he misses yours as well. Skeletal swarms. Yuji, the one attacking you. It is a crit. Because of course it is.
I have the fortified defense from Dimitri, so it's a normal
Yay.
hit.
Only
So I
7
was actually
slashing.
just reading that.
Dimitri.
Yep.
Nat 1. Big miss.
Woohoo!
On to you.
All right. Well, it's gonna get an attack for opportunity as I come walking over here.
15.
That misses. Thunder Gauntlet.
Oh, that
25
hits.
for 5. Thunder Gauntlet. 25
That
for 11.
hits.
Come on,
Yeah.
homunculus, bring this home. 25.
Oh my god,
25.
okay,
Jesus.
Let's
okay.
do it. Yeah.
Force.
He goes down.
Woohoo! Homunculus for the win.
As
Well done.
he crumples down to the ground, both swarms of skeletons also crumple
That's what I was
into
hoping was
useless
gonna
piles on the ground.
I don't know if this will work. I don't know how to work with skeletal anatomy, but I want to bend down and try and stabilize him.
He is slowly withering.
Oh, nope. Okay.
Can't
I
be
look up-
stabilized, but he's not gone yet.
UG.
Yuji comes running over. Where do I find her? What is her name? Just screaming at him.
He looks towards you, almost a small bit of awe, and he says that he commands her armies.
No
You
longer.
find her at the center of all things. And then he kind of looks towards you. And he says, "Can't be. You can't be the one she's waiting for." And then he turns lifeless. Just a pile of bones on the ground.
Clearly you weren't.
Clearly not. And we'll pick up here next week, everybody.
God damn it.
Prepare the
damn
loot.
it.